I like Simeon and Anna, even though they just have a kind of walk-on in the Gospels. They appear only in Luke, not in the other three, and they disappear right after this. Of course, that's not so surprising. The next chapter of Luke's Gospel begins 30 years later, and considering their age at that point, one wouldn't expect them to be around. Simeon, at least, is quoted in what he has to say. Luke tells us that Anna had a lot to say, but he doesn't bother telling us what it was. Maybe there's a little masculine prejudice in there somewhere. But the two of them very clearly spoke a message that continues to be spoken to us. And I would suggest perhaps three ways in which we could hear it. First of all, God never leaves back God's promises. God is always faithful. And the light that has come into the world will continue to remain with us. But second, the darkness continues to try to overcome that light. And for those who seek to walk in the light, Simeon says, a sword your soul will pierce. But third, the light cannot be overcome. The light will spread to all the corners of the world. The light remains forever, shining even in the midst of the greatest darkness. So what does that suggest to us on this canvas? First, I think, it suggests that we might want to think about who are the people who have brought light into our lives. And thank God for them, and thank them for their having done that. Second, to be honest with ourselves, and particularly as we're facing Lent, one of the ways in which the darkness still has a hold on us, for it continues to touch each one of us. But we don't do that in any sort of way of getting down on ourselves, because the third point is that the light is victorious. We are baptized into that light. We are confirmed in that light. We constantly are filled with that light as we share his body and blood in Eucharist. And we are people who can bring that light to others. Perfectly? No. But you and I are able still to be a candle in the light of others. And did you notice tonight, in the midst of the darkness, when just a few had candles up front, the darkness was still very real. But when we all were able to light our candles, the light came. Because the light shines through all of us, even with our hearts pierced at times by sorrow. That light that we can share with others, so that he who is the light of the world, living in us, breathing in us, dancing in us, can bring that light to touch the lives of so many others.